Nigeria,
both.
I mean, the fact that this issue has not gotten on people's radar.
Right, no one's talking about it.
It's pretty amazing. If you don't know what's going on in Nigeria, your media sources suck. You are in a bubble. And again, I'm not a Christian, but they are systematically killing the Christians in Nigeria. They've killed over 100,000 since 2009. They've burned 18,000 churches. This is so much more. These are their Islamists, Boko Haram. This is so much more of a genocide attempt than what is going on in Gaza. They are literally attempting to wipe out the Christian population of an entire country. Where are the kids protesting this?
Thank you. Thank you. Because no one will talk about it, so thank you.
Absolutely.
Why aren't they talking about that?
Yeah, they haven't been. Well,
I guess quote unquote Black lives really don't matter.
yeah. And because most of Africa kicked the colonialism out of Africa, and we can't get no more.
So-called, but then they're letting Russia, China, and all these other European countries, even America, come over there. So they kicked them out just to let them come back in. So it's kind of weird what's going on. And like I said, there's just so much information. It's literally a fever pitch. Like you can't even keep up with it. So this is how bad it's getting. Because y'all remember one of Trump's main talking points with getting elected was, free speech, and the left's going to take your free speech, and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. Yeah. Check this out. Just check this out.
How are you?
Who are you?
I'm Agent O'Donnell with the FBI.
Can you give your full name, please?
I'm Agent O'Donnell with the FBI.
Is that sufficient to identify as the only one O'Donnell affiliated with the FBI?
In New Hampshire, yes.
Could you please state your full name, sir?
Could you please stop recording?
No. It's First Amendment right.
Okay.
What's your name, sir?
Could you stop recording?
Absolutely not. You can show me your name and identification, or I'm going to go back inside my house.
Okay. I don't really want to broadcast my...
Oh, this is going out right after you guys walk away.
So that's why I'm not going to...
So you can show me your name or ID, you can walk away.
We just want to talk to you.
I'm not going to talk to people who claim to be federal agents unless they can show me identification.
Okay, well, you see our badges?
I need to see... Is your full name on that badge?
No.
I'd like to see something with your full name, or I'm not going to talk to you.
I prefer you not to broadcast it.
This will be going online as soon as you walk away.
Well, all I want to do is talk to you about a post that was made, and if you
Well,
happen to be the one that made it.
I want to talk to you about you guys coming here.
He made on social media. The same fearmonger they were talking about the left is literally what's going on here. The hypocrisy. Right, but this is all about the war within, because again, you got to be spiritual to see like the curses are really starting to manifest on the world. Another great indicator, like I was thinking about it yesterday or the other day, like man, COVID really happened to the whole world. Normally, because we watched that video in St. Louis, we were the ones that had those cloud experiments and Tuskegee experiments and all this other stuff. Now the whole world is their playground for experiments. So everything is happening in stages. It's like it's a slow burn to this Babylon. Let's keep watching the video.
Say you make a salary of, I don't know what, low 100K? You guys making six figures? Factor in 50% expenses, overhead, maybe 100% expenses. Talking about burning a couple $100 an hour just here, let alone all the time you guys are spending to investigate something that you know is not against the law, right? Like you're familiar with. So then why would you come?
Because we wanted to make sure that there weren't any.
No, you're coming because you're part of a regime that does this kind of thing when you know laws aren't being broken, and that's an embarrassment, man. Didn't you guys read the Constitution? Do you not believe in America? Like, how do you do your jobs and go home?
We appreciate it.
You're walking away because nothing we did is against the law, and you guys are fuckheads that try to act like.
Yeah, he had some colorful commentary for him, but he's sticking up for his rights, and that's what's going on. If you go against this regime, you see what he's doing now. He's literally got them indicting people right now. Scary, craziest time in American history.
See what happened to Jimmy Kimmel, but he got his job.
He got his job back, and now they're claiming Trump had nothing to do with it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, okay, right.
Like, yeah, bro. A bunch of people on the right saying, yeah, it wasn't even Trump. That was the, No, that news or newscasting station, they did it on their own. Trump had nothing to do with it. I'm like, yeah, okay. If
on his own Twitter talking about the news, talking about how he ain't got no talent.
Just like the 70 teachers that are up for their job here because they posted something about the guy.
100%.
He has his little clones that can't think for themselves because they think they're gonna earn something.
Right, they're yes men, and that's a crazy, because like that's why you're supposed to. That's why there's different levels of government. You're supposed to have checks and balances, but now there is no checks to his imbalance. There is no more of that. Unstable is what we are becoming as a nation. Now, don't get me wrong. Everything he's trying to change is not bad. Like a fool would say something like that. Like we're not foolish, but if you're not aware, Trump also had a meeting with the Arab world leaders. Like was it either over the weekend, I want to say, or last week or a few days ago. And this is just like a quick 3-minute little video about what they were talking about in the Arab world. Again, fair.
You can let the reporters in too if you want. Let the reporters in. We don't want just photographers. This is just photographers. You know how many showed up for Biden? Like 2. And they didn't know who they were. Okay? I'm going to make this an important meeting. So this is going to be a very important meeting. It's going to be a meeting with great leaders from a very important part of our planet, the Middle East, and we want to end the war in Gaza. We're going to end it. We're going to end it. Maybe we can end it right now. But they're respected all over the world. They're respected by me in the Oval Office, I can tell you that. They're respected by the United States. And we're here to see if we can get the hostages back and get the war over and get back to life in the Middle East, which is a beautiful life, but it's much more beautiful without wars, right? So I really greatly respect the fact that you're here, and we're going to get it done. We're going to have a meeting. If we can agree to something, I'm going to see the people in Israel, including Bibi, and we're going to get something done because it's gone on too long, and we want it to end, and but we want to get those hostages back too. We've gotten most of them back. Right now they have 20 hostages and 38 dead bodies. And the parents of those young people that were killed and are right now in body bags, they want their son or daughter back just as much as they wanted them as though they were alive. We have to get them back. We have to get the 38 back, and we have to get the 20 back. And I think we'll be able to do it. This is the group that can do it. More than any other group in the world, this is the group that can do it. So it's an honor, King, to be with you, and we appreciate it. Tamim, the job you've done is incredible, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, Mr. President, if you don't mind, on behalf of everyone, first of all, thank you very much for hosting such an important meeting, such an important time. I think I will just make it very brief. The only reason you are here is to stop the war and bring the hostages back. And we count on you and your leadership as well to end this war and to help the people of Gaza. The situation is very, very, very bad there. So we are here to meet and to do everything we can to stop this war and to bring the hostages back. So once again, Mr. President, thank you very much for hosting everybody.
Well, and also a great speech you made today. I watched it. A really great speech. Thank you very much. And you too, my friend. Great speech. You did a great job pounding on that table. I said, how would you like to deal with him when you left? It's not easy. You did a great job. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. We're going to work very hard on this. This is my most important meeting. I've had important meetings. I don't want to insult anybody that we've met with. We met with I had 32 meetings here. But this is the one that's very important to me because we're going to end something that should have probably never started. Thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Brad.
Right. So you're completely right. Benjamin Netanyahu had nothing to do with none of that. Whenever they start saying peace and safety, We're going to go to 1 Thessalonians 5, chapter 5. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Mashiach so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." So even though they talking peace, something is up. And that's why Trump, he's talking about the war within. It's crazy. You're talking about peace to the Middle Eastern world, but you're talking about the war within in your own country. It's really ominous. It's really strange. "But you, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief," because we're supposed to be paying attention to these signs. "You are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of the darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love," because we're going to have faith to survive this thing, "and for an helmet the hope of salvation. For Elohim have not appointed us to wrath," this is not talking about a rapture, "but to obtain salvation by our Master Yahushua Mashiach, who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we shall live together with him. Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also you do." So that's 1 Thessalonians 5, verses 1 through 11. Because he's talking about peace and safety. He's talking about that peace deal that everybody's worried about. Everybody see this stuff coming, but people, especially people on the extreme right, a lot of them don't see nothing. All they see is, all praise and honor and glory to their God, President Trump. Or heck, to their version of what you would call Christianity, right? Because this stuff is wild. I don't even think I'm gonna play that video.
Let's bring back our guest here.
So, Trump, he made some statements.
Oh, what's more?
Recently, like today, right? If you don't mind, go ahead and read this. This is some of the stuff that he said, and everything that he said is not in there like it was supposed to be.
As of late September 2025, former President Donald Trump has stated his desire to use dangerous cities, including Chicago, as training grounds for the U.S. military. This has generated significant controversy and condemnation from state and local officials, particularly given recent declines in violent crime in Chicago.
So he didn't just say dangerous cities, he also said urban, and he would use terminology like inner cities. Whenever they start using terminologies like that, you know where they're going. We should know this by now. We know what you're talking about. And then you got the nerve to say the war within. Oh, we're at war. And then you change the DOD to the Department of War. Actually, the DOD now identifies as the Department of War. They self-identify because Congress didn't switch it. So it's not even legal. Right? That sounds pretty woke to me. What they're trying to get away from. That sounds pretty woke to me. So this stuff is like I'm like, do y'all pay attention to anything he's saying, doing, what's going on, and like the bless you, and like the yes man and all this stuff? I'm like, yo, this stuff is wild.
It's a great time to be alive.
It is a great time to be alive because this means that our redemption is getting closer. This is not the time to be fearful, but this is the time to be smart. And you should know by now who you should not be hanging with, who be doing that dumb stuff, because they coming. This this is not like a joking coming. Like, no, for real. Like, keep reading what he said.
All right. Trump's proposal in a political context, a war from within. In late September 2025, during a meeting with military officials, Trump reiterated plans to deploy the National Guard to U.S. cities, including Chicago. He framed the action as a war from within and suggested that dangerous cities should be used as military training grounds.
Now, y'all do realize, once Charlie Kirk died, there's been like violent attacks from the alt-right and the white people literally every day.
All
Every doggone day, you'll see some type of mass killing, shooting, stabbing, something.
It's always the Caucasian people here lately. Yeah.
But the inner cities are the problem.
Yeah.
The dangerous cities, the urban cities, right?
Yeah.
But even by the statistics, that's a lie. Right, it's a complete fabrication. It's a complete fallacy. The whole country's been gaslighted, right?
Deception, bro.
It's witchcraft, right? Because they broadcast their spell, and people keep following. People keep living in the land of Oz. You need to wake up, Dorothy.
Yeah.
You know, like this stuff be wild.
Yeah.
So all this stuff's going on. He's doing that, doing this, and I'm like, if the Most High don't move in like a specific way, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
And people still. They don't want to know the truth.
No.
You know, they just want to live it up until it's over. The YNs still going to try to be YNs. The radical left and right is still going to be radical. Right? But we got to make sure that we're being righteous still in this hour. Being holy still. We got to make sure that we're paying attention because we can't be the ones that keep rejecting the wedding feast. Right? Or excuse me, making excuses for the wedding feast, which is the same as being rejected in the end. So he said all this stuff are like these dangerous cities. So speak on what you said earlier about why would you do training in cities? Talk about that real quick.
Why would you do training in cities unless you're expecting war in those areas? Because with the military, they do live fires, and you usually use the cities are a familiarity of what that war is going to be.
Like,
so when you train for war, you're literally training like a mock-up of exactly what you're going into.
Just like that's what they did when they were putting that experimental cloud on us in St. Louis. They were training for war against the Soviets. Right? So now they're going to use, again, inner cities. Because I listen to what he says. He says inner cities, urban cities. I'm like, oh, they're all Democrat-led cities. Like, no, they're not. First off, that's a lie.
Honestly, I feel like he knows something's coming here to America.
He's bringing it here, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already setting up for a civil war because these chapters that the Kirk dude, I don't even know his name. I didn't know him until he got shot, but rest in peace, whatever the case. He basically like started these chapters or something, but the chapters, as I was telling my young one, that their only reason they're doing that is because they're attacking the children. So if they can infiltrate the children, you know, once the children gets riled up, and the parents are going to jump in because such and such said this to my children. I said they're starting with the children. And if you guys have noticed, every movie that has to do with some type of control or alienated military movements, even the Elio movie that we watched, it was an attack on the children. It was gaining control and intimidating the children.
Got to.
I don't even know what movie it was we watched. It was me and Jerome, but there was a movie that they literally, it was like some type of attack on the whole world, and they came and was like, yeah, we're going to take you guys to a safe place, but they loaded all the children up on the buses first. Like, we got to brief the parents, and then they killed every adult, and then they took the children off to a camp to where they put things in them to where they're like under this control. It made them seem like it was a war that wasn't happening.
And like you said, it is about the children because those are the ones that were most affected by COVID. No interpersonal skills, don't know how to do anything, play outside, got to be stuck to a game, a tablet, something. Right? Like you said, the attack on the children, that's a real thing. Yeah. And so they're controlling how, well, let me rephrase that. They are making them in the image that they want them to be in. And it's really not according to the scriptures. It's according to this rise in Christian nationalism, which is really white supremacy. That's what it is. And I'm going to say this again. White supremacy, black supremacy, all this supremacy is not going to make it into the kingdom. It, like I'm telling you, if you got that stuff in your heart, you're not going to make it. Don't even worry about it. If you don't have no idea in your heart to have the Most High purge that, you're not going to make it. And all of those Arab leaders that were there, they're all party to this game. The crazy thing is, I don't even know why we're calling them Arabs. They're not Arabs. They're Turks. Those are not. They're not even like. This is how like when you know the history or the spectrum or even a little bit of, you're like, wait a minute. So the Ottoman Turk Empire came and took over. So that's why, like in Genesis, when it says that Japheth will dwell in the tents of Shem. Wait a minute. Those are all Shemite places where they're living at, pretending to be them. Because look, like this rabbit hole, it's more than just because I was talking to a friend, I was like, look, when you got the people wrong, you're going to fall for the Antichrist, period. Anti-Mashiach, whatever. But it's all of those peoples are wrong. That whole area, that's why skin cancer is so prevalent there. But people, they don't understand it. And think about these cities that they're going to, Chicago and all these other places, they don't want the government to go in there. But Trump and them, they're going to do it anyway.
And the sad part is they're not saying that they're active duty.
No.
Forces. They're literally sending the National Guardsmen who are literally living in these states. Like they're literally a citizen first.
Yeah.
And they're deploying them to do something that I'm pretty sure they're going to be against.
Weekend warrior.
Remember, you're
Hey,
Bro.
watch your mouth.
Huh?
You said don't go to Chicago.
I told you, and look what the most idea. I told you, it probably wasn't a good idea to go to Chicago. What did he do? He postponed it. He switched. He sent them to Memphis. Ben was supposed to go to Memphis that weekend. I talked him out of it. He didn't go. And then now they're getting ready to go to Chicago once you're back safe.
Oh, wow.
That's how the Most High, like, I saw that. I was like, oh, thank you, Most High. Because
The people in Chicago actually diverted them to somewhere else.
Yeah, they got to a
no, I understand that, but they didn't do that of their own. Because trust me, I didn't pray. I was praying about that. I'm like, you know what? I know they coming. I know it's gonna be some dumb stuff.
But you know, I don't understand. He's only sending like 100 troops at a time.
So, but that's kind of setting it up for like you said, it's like he's testing the water. So you send 100 more over there. There's way more YNs over there than that.
Yeah.
More than likely, they're going to probably get like scrapped up, and the National Guards are probably going to lose. You know, what is that going to make way for?
Because the National Guard can't even carry a weapon out there.
But what does that make way for, though?
Martial law.
And martial law, and for the active duty to come in. Everything's a game. You got to be like, which we all are, looking at the next step. Like, wait a minute.
So I feel like he set the National Guard up. It's
Bro, 100, just 2 million people in Chicago. What's 100 people gonna do?
Listen, they can't even carry a weapon, bro. So
I heard you. We heard you say that.
That's setting people up. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, and you know, they got switches, they got all this other stuff. I'm like, 100 people. He wants that. He literally wants them to fail. And that's like the mind of an oppressor. They don't mind losing people for their cause. They don't care. As long as they get their end result, they're like, okay, yeah, you can be a blood sacrifice, Charlie Kirk. As long as we can keep pushing our agenda. That's all they want, bro. Because I saw that too. I'm like, 100 soldiers. What is that? And then we were in the military. Weekend warriors? Nah, that ain't it. That for the most part, that ain't going. You really ain't going to intimidate nobody.
A lot of them haven't even had combat experience.
Or even PT tests.
Well, I mean, they've had PT tests, but they probably ain't passed it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's a big fail because you're just gonna send them in there with no training, nothing. You just you're gonna go over to Chicago to do what?
Because then
it's not even that dangerous though, because we walked the streets when it was dark where LMK marched.
yeah.
It wasn't even
But then but you got to also remember the mind of a YN though.
When they see troops come in,
yeah, but there was cops blocking, like protecting the area. But yeah, I see.
Yeah, like because what them cats that's just wild and out there and don't care about nobody's life.
Oh yeah.
They gonna try. Some of them gonna try something.
they're already preparing for what this man has an agenda for. So he's literally like, because you know what? If they were gonna say, "Hey, we're going to Muskogee, Oklahoma," we're not gonna just be like, "Oh, okay, come into Oklahoma," because we don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
The people in Chicago are already like, "Oh, okay, we got rumors that this is gonna happen."
Yeah.
We're gonna
Have y'all not seen the video? Like they was talking greasy. I'm like,
right, and then when he sends these National Guard troops in there, they're not gonna know what to expect. So they're literally gonna walk into a landmine because they're already gonna be like Louisiana. When they sent them down there, they sent them down there for security, and all the people wanted was help. So they were already armed and trying to, aim, and they're like, no, that's what, I don't know who the leader was, but he told them to put their guns down.
Yeah.
These people aren't even our help.
I wouldn't go to Chicago.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
I'm not-
He's
look,
playing with fire.
because like it may not be Chicago, but one of these cities that he sends them troops to, one of them's gonna mess up.
He
One of them's gonna do it.
He talking about Seattle.
They're already in Portland.
Washington.
They're already in Portland.
Yeah, and like in Portland, we're a great minority there,
What he
right?
said about DC? He said he could.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're in DC.
So he said that I ended like the crime in DC in 12 days.
Yeah.
12 days. I'm like, really? 12 days.
He said a lot of his staff, female staff, told him, "Thank you for doing this. So I can actually walk to work now."
Now, the crazy thing is, I went to D.C. last year, right?
Yeah.
I was up there for what, 3-4 days?
Yeah, about 3.
By my lonesome.
Yeah.
Safe in a mug. So I don't get it. Like, I don't.
But Chicago a whole different animal.
Yes, it is.
And they plan on going to Baltimore. They're in Memphis now.
Because up north, it's a lot nicer, but it's still kind of hood. But southwest and east, everybody on out there.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, some of these ignorant folks.
It's 40 people a weekend getting killed or getting shot.
Exactly. That's why I know somebody going to mess up, and I'm like, because they don't see the bigger picture. They're going to end up like, okay, we got to come for everybody that's like that or like them. That's the bigger agenda. Because even, like we were talking about what Heck said in his speech, most of the stuff he said in his speech, I'm like, the military should be in shape. Yeah. They should have a shaved beard. Yeah. They should be adherent to standards. A man's supposed to be a man, a woman's supposed to be a woman. Exactly. I agree with all that. Yeah. But it's the undertones and all this other stuff, and then once they start saying woke, and like, so really, they coming for women in any position in the military, and people of color. That's what it sounded like. And of course the LGBT, whatever.
But if you look at the color of the military, like especially in the army,
it's mainly what?
90% is black and Mexican.
Bro, we are the literal backbone of this military, right? Yeah. That's why this doesn't make any sense, bro. I'm like,
alright, get rid of it, fine. Go fight your own war.
Yeah, I mean, if you really think y'all can win a war without us and the Hispanic people, go right ahead. Go ahead. If that's what you, our military's only. They said we only got that's what I'm saying. We got 300-something million people. Our military's only 2 million people.
Yeah. All together. Yeah. All together.
So that's what I'm saying. All of them together, that's not even one. Is that 1%?
Yeah, I doubt that, but you got everybody who used to be in the military. They still got the training.
So, but once he starts talking about war within, that lets you know that he's going to use that technology.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, and that's why, like, Americans think they got it good. Okay, just give it some time. Yeah. Wait till election time comes back around, and then he starts talking about he's running again. He's going to win it. Because y'all heard what he said. I'll make sure y'all have no need to ever have another election. Yeah, don't even you won't even have to worry about it when I'm done.
I think what's his name? Charlie wants the vice president to be next president.
JD Vance.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna end up having to talk about that guy because that guy came out of nowhere. Yeah, he's got literal snake eyes. If you understand what I'm saying. Jamal, you mind reading the slide? No, this is a different slide.
Military training in American cities. Limited real world urban training.
What training?
Urban.
Oh.
Yeah, urban.
Oh, when they talk about urban, who are they talking about?
Yeah, they talking about us.
I used to always wonder, like, why do they call us urban?
When they say urban, they talking about the blacks and all the just like immigration people like that.
But why are we urban? Because we don't even know when we come to the assembly we're supposed to be wearing a turban. They just took the T off. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Yeah. That's the only thing that makes sense. Like, why you call us urban? Yeah. That's strange. Keep going. My bad.
The use of real American cities for large-scale military training is generally impractical and controversial due to legal, bureaucratic, and public relations hurdles. For this reason, the military often uses virtual reality simulations or dedicated training centers that feature mock urban environments.
So now, when you read this next one, look how long they've been planning this stuff.
They've been planning for a while.
Read this next one.
Okay, ICE Urban Warfare Facility. In 2019, Immigration and Customs Enforcement announced plans to build an urban warfare training facility.
For what?
That would simulate buildings in Chicago, and Arizona.
During COVID?
Wow.
You talking about this during COVID? Really? Come on, man. We gotta wake up, bro. They be planning so far ahead. So far ahead, I was like, y'all been planning this since we was all didn't know what was going on with COVID.
They planned this when I was in the service. So we did urban training, and then once I got out, I was like a couple years later. No, matter of fact, it was like right after I had Bryce. I participated in an urban trainer for some military trainings out here in Oklahoma. To where we were like the opposite, like we were the ones that were the casualties and stuff. Yeah. So they were actually doing an urban live fire at that moment too. So they've been doing this for a while now.
Well, you know, for Iraq training, we did urban warfare, training or whatever. So yeah, but not like American cities.
Yeah, domestic. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. Planning for Arizona and Chicago, like wait.
Yeah, because Arizona ain't even bad. Like, but I guess what the border is.
Speaking of Arizona, because we talked about it. Y'all know what's going on in Arizona, right? Y'all know they're under massive floods right now.
Oh, really?
Yes, one of the driest places on earth. Massive flooding is going on in Arizona right now.
What is something going on with the
It was snowing in some deserts.
what is the Grand Canyon on fire or something?
Yeah, remember it was smoking? Yeah, it was on. It was literally on fire. So it don't make no sense. That's how crazy this time is getting. Because even when we was reading in Thessalonians, it talked about a woman in travail. That's that birth pains. Because the world is still waiting for the manifestation of the sons of Elohim.
Right.
That's why we got to keep striving for the kingdom. So the lesson was actually titled "The President of Peace." There's a reason why it was titled that, but YouTube maybe take that down and all this other stuff, right? Let's listen to what Trump got to say.
Well, I know, I love it. I mean, I think it's great. Let him be friendly. Let him be friendly with the generals and admirals from all over the world. Why, is there something? No, but is there something wrong with it?
And what is it about? Will you be there personally as well? And what is it about?
Well, I'll be there if they want me, but why is that such a big deal? I mean, the fact that we're getting along with the generals and admirals from all, remember, I'm the president of peace. It's good to get along. It's good, you act like this is a bad thing. Isn't it nice? It's good to get along. It's good, you act like this is a bad thing. Isn't it nice that people are coming from all over the world to be with us?
It's not particularly unusual that generals who report to the Secretary of War and then to the President of the United States are coming to speak with the Secretary of War. It's actually not unusual at all, and I think it's odd that you guys have made it into such a big story.
Is it a big story? I mean,
I don't think it is, sir.
I would think it's, no, but isn't it a good story? I mean, we're respected from all over the world as a military force. I rebuilt the military during my first term. You act like this is a bad thing. Isn't it nice that people are coming from all over the world to be with us?
It's not particularly unusual that
President of Peace. It's good. The fact that we're getting along with the generals and admirals from all. Remember, I'm the president of peace. It's good to get along. Well, I know.
Long story short, there's a whole bunch of lies going on.
Yeah.
You got to be careful because the witchcraft is very strong. Stay vigilant. They talking peace and safety. They talking all this other stuff. Stay vigilant. This is not the time to fall back and sleep. This is actually the time to be woke, contrary to popular belief. If you don't believe in Mashiach, good luck to you, because it's going to take him. It's going to take that faith and love and salvation, all that stuff. You better get right with whoever you think your creator is.
Especially discernment.
Because,
Especially discernment.
Gotta have discernment now. Got to, because it's too much going on.
Yeah.
Every day, way too much stuff going on. So we're gonna watch this with Trump.
Thank you very much, everybody. So this is a big, big day, a beautiful day, potentially one of the great days ever in civilization. Things that have been going on for hundreds of years and thousands of years. We're at a minimum very, very close, and I think we're beyond very close. And I want to thank Bibi for really getting in there and doing a job. We've worked well together, as we have with many other countries, both of us, with many other countries, which is the only way this whole situation gets solved. And I'm not just talking about Gaza. Gaza is one thing, but we're talking about much beyond Gaza. The whole deal, everything getting solved. It's called peace in the Middle East. So today is a historic day for peace, and Prime Minister Netanyahu and I have just concluded an important meeting on many vital issues, including Iran, trade, the expansion of the Abraham Accords, and most importantly, we discussed how to end the war in Gaza.
He started in his last term that now he's trying to bring fully into fruition for this worldwide peace. Actually, the way that they term it, it's eternal peace.
Yeah, he said eternal. Yeah.
Eternal.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But it's just a part of the bigger picture, which is peace in the Middle East. And let's call it eternal peace in the Middle East. So this is far more than anybody expected, but the level of support that I've had from the nations in the Middle East and surrounding Israel and neighbors of Israel has been incredible, incredible. Every single one of them. This afternoon, after extensive consultation with our friends and partners throughout the region, I'm formally releasing our principles for peace, which people have really liked, I must say. And these are done, not just routinely done, these are done with total consideration and working with the nations that we're talking about. All of these nations have made contributions to those suggestions. I want to thank the leaders of many Arab and Muslim nations for their tremendous support in developing the proposal, along with many of our allies in Europe. Europe has been very much involved, and as I was called by many of the European leaders, most of them saying, is this true? Are you really doing peace in the Middle East? This is the most incredible thing we've heard. Some think it's the biggest thing they've ever heard. They called just to find out, was it just a rumor or is it actually done? And then they said, have you spoken to the Arab leaders? Have you spoken to all of the other leaders that we have to get? A lot of people involved in this one. I also want to thank Prime Minister Netanyahu for agreeing to the plan and for trusting that if we work together, we can bring an end to the death and destruction that we've seen for so many years, decades, even centuries, and begin a new chapter of security, peace, and prosperity for the entire region. And I want to just say that my meetings and dialogue that we had with so many countries, Saudi Arabia as an example, the king is a phenomenal person. The Emir of Qatar, he's incredible people. UAE, and that's MBZ and ABZ. We're totally involved. These are the people that we've been dealing with and who've been actually very much involved in this negotiation, giving us ideas, things they can live with, things they can't live with. Pretty complex. I mean, after 2,000, 3,000 years, whatever it is, I guess it's got to be a little complex, or it would have been done a long time ago. The King of Jordan was with us, as you know, in the United Nations. The President of Turkey, President Erdogan, is a friend of mine, a strong man, but a good man. President of Indonesia, somebody who's an amazing leader, Prabowo. He is an amazing leader and respected by everybody. He was in the room with us. We were together with most of these people that I'm mentioning. Others were by phone or the next day. The Prime Minister and the Field Marshal of Pakistan, they were with us right from the beginning. Incredible. In fact, they just put out a statement that they fully believe in this pact. It just came out just as I was walking around. They said, sir, you have a big notice from the Prime Minister of Pakistan and from the Field Marshal that they back this 100%. President El-Sisi of Egypt, who's terrific. And these are people I've gotten to know over the years. I mean, I would say it started around 2015 and then went into 2016 when the presidency officially began. But I've known him actually for a long time, and there are many cases really great men. I can't say in all cases, but I will tell you in many cases they're great men and some great women too. They tend to be mostly men, however, I will say that. But if accepted by Hamas, this proposal calls for the release of all remaining hostages immediately, but in no case more than 72 hours. So the hostages are coming back, and I hate even saying this from the standpoint, doesn't sound right, but it is so important to the parents. The bodies of the young men, I believe in almost all cases, the young men are coming back immediately. I met with parents. The parents felt as strongly about getting the body of their dead boy back as they did as though the boy were alive and well. It's so important to them. And it means the immediate end to the war itself, not just Gaza. It's the war itself. Under the plan, Arab and Muslim countries have committed, and in writing in many cases, but I actually would take their word for it. The people I mentioned, I'd take their word for it. To demilitarize Gaza, and that's quickly. Decommission the military capabilities of Hamas and all other terror organizations. Do that immediately. And we're relying on the countries that I named and others to deal with Hamas. And I'm hearing that Hamas wants to get this done too, and that's a good thing. And destroy all terror infrastructure, including the tunnels, weapons, production facilities. They have a lot of production facilities that we're destroying. They'll also help train local police forces in the areas that we're discussing right now, in particular in and around Gaza, working with the new transitional authority in Gaza. All parties will agree on a timeline for Israeli forces to withdraw. In phases, they'll be withdrawing.
Huh? Yeah, so, and the way he used to talk about Biden, he rambles a lot. A whole lot. Just get to talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. But they have this Gaza plan, I think that they say has 20 points, and they're waiting on Hamas to agree to it. That's the only thing that they're waiting on.
They got 72 hours to agree to it.
Right, they have 72 hours, right? That's actually contract law, right? After conditions acceptance. But also, you kind of hit the nail on the head. There's something, it's almost like, because like when he signed Warp Speed into law last time he was elected, even now, it's almost, as soon as he got president, fever pitch. It's almost like they know something is coming, right? And they have to be at a certain point to accomplish something. So there's something weird going on, huh? No, it's bigger than his legacy. So we're not even gonna get into any of this. I was gonna go over. I wish everything would still been together. And since YouTube been YouTubing, all I'm gonna say is stay prayerful, fast, don't fall for the okie doke. When they come out with news, people, please take a breath, wait, because it's gonna change. Make sure you see through the lies first before you make a determination. Stop being first responders to information, because that's what they've turned us into. Like, oh no, they said this, so this has got to be like, no, we should have learned that from COVID. Right. Another thing, again, people that you know should not be in your life, it's time to cut them out. Especially if they become an idol. That's what we was listening to earlier, right? Every other God is an idol. Sometimes people become idols in our lives. Sometimes it's children. Sometimes it's significant others or infatuations or money. Sometimes it could be a job. But make sure that you have a pure and contrite heart, man, and give your life to Mashiach, because I'm telling you, in these days to come, we're going to need them, every last one. And again, you're going to see these curses really start coming upon the other nations because they haven't lived through the stuff that we've gone through. And he's going to federalize stuff in their cities too. And especially if you're not wealthy, you're going to be in the same boat we is. We're going to be like, we tried to tell y'all. This has been our experience the whole time. No matter what plan they've ever had, and no matter what rules they try to give the world, we were always public enemy number one without a cause. All we want to do is exist, raise our families, and die at a good old age. That's all we want to do. We don't want to bother nobody. We don't want to kill nobody. Even after all the stuff y'all done to us, we just want to just live peacefully. That's it. But I'm telling y'all, it's coming. It's coming. What did he say when he first got elected the first time? The storm is coming. We're really about to go through the storm this time. Federalizing truth is wild.
But the crazy part is like all the stuff that we've talked about. Like if you guys think like where we started from, the world we lived in then wasn't as crazy as it is now. But we've been talking about preparing since day one, and having that discernment and getting your relationship with the Most High because it's going to be needed. And now we're literally on that edge of living through this.
Like y'all realize, like this is the time frame that the prophets wish that they could see. Like they would see all these stuff in the future, and like, man, all this stuff's gonna come. Like this is close to like when Mashiach gonna come, man. I wish I could see that day. You know, like wars and rumors of wars and all this other stuff, and then they're really about to make this fake peace treaty thing because, like you said, when me and you was talking, it's like they're trying to bring Mashiach back, and this is the thing that people don't understand. The world actually does not want Christ to come back or Mashiach to come back. They don't, because they have no idea why he's coming. I'm gonna keep saying it. They have if you ask most quote unquote Christians or believers, why is he coming back? Oh, the world's gonna be terrible. This and that. Okay, you go to Matthew 24 and all these others, but why does he say he's coming back? Oh yeah, but he sent his angels we're gonna get raptured at the four corners of the earth. Who was sent to the four corners of the earth? The book literally tells you. It literally tells you. We were sent to the four corners of the earth in captivity. Because there's still certain promises that have to be fulfilled or the Most High is a liar. He said that we will be a nation of kings and priests, right? And that does not exclude the people of other nations. They don't, bless you, but they don't get that authority per se, but they'll be in the kingdom, living life good, because we won't be allowed to rule with unrighteousness like we have been ruled continually. We won't be able to do that because we'll be priests of the Most High. We have a higher standard, a higher responsibility, right? So again, we got to be getting our heart right now. This is a heart check. Check your heart rate. We need to be checking our heart rate now, right? So that's all I got. So Father, we thank you for your word. Thank you for helping us to get through. I guess part of it, even though the enemy was enemy in today, we just give you all praise, honor, and glory. You sit on the throne alone. There is no strange Elohim beside you, Father. We thank you for sending your Mashiach, who is worthy to open up the seals, Father. We just thank you for this day. We thank you for life and life more abundantly. We thank you for our family, our loved ones, our tribes, Father. We ask, Father, for you to be with the Perry family, with the Jones family, Father. even with our family, Father, because we all have family members, Father, that have lost their way and they need your help, Father. Bring them to you, Father. Help us to be the beacons of light, of your light, Father. Help us to be the salt that doesn't lose its savor, Father. Help us to not become unsavory, Father. Help us, Father, to be, Father, all that you have ordained and intended for us to be, Father. Help us to fulfill our purposes for your purpose and glory, Father. Again, thank you for Mashiach. In Yahushua's name we pray. Amen. So, we are Yehuda. This is YAH'S Assembly. So please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like and share our content. And as always, until next time, Shalom, tribe. Really do. Again, apologies because, again, YouTube did what they was doing. It's not just that. Because now YouTube and Microsoft is in cahoots too. This don't make no sense because everything's on that one. And again, these are like mirrored. They're on the same account and everything. I shouldn't be having these issues. So it's some funny